Hi guys, good to be back. Wednesday night, Wednesday afternoon for people watching us. Today it's just me and Lud. Lud, say hello to everybody. Uh,
Hello, everybody.
we're back for our 15th episode of Chatting with Friends. Lud just realized that this has been going on for like 3 months already. So more or less it's our day job on Wednesday afternoon. um, Hello to everybody in the chat. It's good to see that people like Patrick and Soren are always there for us and supporting us. So
Apparently, Søren has nothing else to do than wait for us to start streaming
ex-
each week.
exactly, and this can only make me like very happy and happy that I can serve the community in providing some sort of comfort, like some sort of when somebody's feeling bad and you comfort them. Yeah, comfort. For
Yeah,
not being able,
comfort and entertainment.
exactly, not being able to play your games or go to your tournaments. Basically, today it's me and Lud, and we're going to talk about list building, and we're going to talk about our armies for the Swiss tournament. We're still planning on going. I mean, Lud, I know it's 100% going for sure.
Oh yeah.
For me, as a Romanian, it's quite interesting. We're finally first at something in Europe, and that's the number of infected people per day of COVID. So, yeah, it's a negative thing, but yeah, we're first at something finally. Uh,
So does that make it a negative positive or a positive negative?
it's hard to explain, hard to understand. Actually, I think it's definitely positive because there are 1,000 people positive per day. So
Yeah, but that's kind of a negative in a way.
exactly.
At least I think I don't think they're too positive about it.
Yes, 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 yes. So as we are speaking, I'm receiving some nice information from Daniel,
Okay.
our good friend from Russia, that is telling me that they're having a small tournament and the borders are closed. Um, so Russian GT probably will be cancelled, and yeah, they're recovering. Not all restrictions are removed, so yeah, probably until October or something like that, we will still have COVID interfering with our international tournaments and all these kind of events. So, guys, just to start with what happened in the community lately in this past week, and then I will jump to what I did this weekend, what games I played, and how my army performed or underperformed because I got my ass whooped like very hard by a Churchill list, by a Sherman list with my Churchill list, but you cannot blame that much on bad luck because you know my opinion on that. I mean, bad luck it's once, twice, but then if you failed, something happened there that you didn't understand the game, and so yeah, I played with Dan, so basically you can understand that top player in the world, whooping your ass, nothing to be ashamed of. You just learn new things, and if we just played friendly and like a test game for me, um, he was competitive enough to whoop my ass comfortably, I could say. Uh, let's see. Let's check out the Battlefront webpage. Basically,
Well, there's been quite a few things happening.
yeah.
The Americans got a relaunch for Team Yankee, which is pretty cool. Although I don't play Team Yankee yet.
Yeah,
I
well,
do have a few boxes for that, waiting for us to move, and then I'm gonna start building them. Otherwise, pre-orders for World of Tanks, miniatures game.
we talked
Uh,
about this
yeah,
last episode.
and yeah, that's pretty much it. Like bigger event wise. Then there's the HMGS guys. I think they
His,
organize Historicon.
yeah, Historical
Yep.
Miniatures Gaming Society.
They are moving their event for this
Online.
year's online. Cyber Wars. That should be interesting to follow. Unfortunately, I'll be away from home, so maybe you guys who have time, definitely go and check out them. I know that HMGS does some pretty cool stuff. They've organized amazing events in the US. That's definitely something we should have in Europe, to be honest.
Yeah.
More of these amazing events. Yeah, that's about it. No big new releases, except for the Americans in Team Yankee, of course.
Yeah.
But Flames of War wise, pretty quiet. And oh yeah, congratulations to Patrick. He has his minis, his Flag 36 88.
Yeah, yeah. We have it.
On Flames of War front page.
There it is.
So
Probably he knows
congratulations,
already,
buddy.
but
Yep, yeah, he does. I congratulated him earlier this morning.
yeah, congrats, man. I'm
And
just happy to see people in our chat being showcased on Battlefront webpage.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm proud of
pretty
it.
cool.
Proud of it. Yeah. Basically, Battlefront is having like a low profile on Flames of War at the moment, and I'm a bit concerned about the SS book and about the release date of that, because we should probably at least have some like recent releases or upcoming releases showcased, and we're kind of missing that. We're missing August. Of course, it's still about 9 days till August, 10 days. So basically, they still have time to update and just do a little bit of fuss about the SS book. They said that they're going to release it in August, I think, and then the migration should come in September. But I still stay that.
Okay, that's a tight schedule.
Yeah.
That's super tight.
Yeah, that's super tight, and then probably they will somehow postpone migration, I think, for October or something like that.
Yeah, that wouldn't, to be honest, that's not a bad idea. Because like having a book come out like each month, ooh, no, please no.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, it's fun to get new toys, but I mean, it's the pace is quite fast, to be honest.
Exactly. Well, I'm thinking that the SS book will probably come with no new toys, let's say. Probably we'll just have a list update, and we'll have some new formations to build our German forces on, but probably no new toys or no new models or stuff like that. And I'm expecting.
Well, there might be some stuff. I wouldn't be surprised if they. I know for a fact that looking at the starter box for the SS, I think the SS sculpts aren't the same as for the grenadiers that you find for the hair.
I don't know yet.
So.
I haven't seen it, so I cannot confirm that. But if you've seen it, probably you're right. I'm expecting some sort of models to be a little bit different. What I stumbled upon was this Breakthrough Assault article on the Air Power Assessment Chronicle, where basically we're having like there's a nice article about what air power is in Flames of War, or in general, or how it should be, and how it is related to the game in terms of how it was historically and how it is right now. It's a very nice, well-built article with details from the mid-war, and it tells you about all the airplanes you have in the game. So I recommend, if you guys want to find out more about airplanes, to read it out. It's really nice. It's a nice article. Yeah, that's about it on their webpage. Nothing else really actually happened extra. We're still waiting for news. I was planning to go and post our show to the HMHES, but I just found out about it today. So basically, I think we're a bit late to subscribe our stream for helping them with their content for the event. It'll be really nice, but I think it's a bit late now. Yeah, so Patrick is saying that it will bring new soldiers, new plastic models for the SS. Yeah, totally, like, probably this is something that Lud will be interested into. I'm not. Although I play Germans and I'm a big fan of...
I have a box of the old the metal company.
Yep.
So I'm not sure if I'm getting more.
Yeah.
I already have an SS army.
Yeah, this I don't think it's a good strategy to make the SS soldiers again, because I think everybody has German models, and especially infantry.
I mean, it's a good idea business-wise, of course, and I will be making a new one at some point. That's why I bought the box.
Mm-hmm.
But it's definitely not like one of the first things I'm gonna do.
You bought the SS box?
Oh, it's an old SS company. You have some infantry, heavy machine guns, and some Pak 40s in it.
Right.
It's one of the good old boxes, so to speak.
Nice. So guys, what I bought 2 weeks ago is this 88 shell. I will just make it a bit bigger so that you guys can see it. It's up here. It's from the Bovington Tank Museum. It was some collectible thing they were doing, and I found out about it on Battlefront, I think, or on some other website. And as I am a big fan of tanks and World of Tanks and everything that is historical and in connection with tanks, I decided to buy myself an 8.8 centimeters round. It's plastic. It's really nice. You just play with it, and it looks really nice. It actually has here different specifications about the shell. It looks nice. It has a hard bottom, so you can just put it like this, have it stand, and yeah. It's $10 of a donation because they've been really hard hit by this COVID thing. They are not opened yet, so yeah, I think they're doing a great thing for humanity, trying to preserve World War II tanks and other materials.
Well, not just World War II tanks.
Exactly, exactly. All
they
tanks.
Have the whole thing.
Exactly, and it's definitely a place I would like to go visit once this COVID thing finishes and everything settles. And it's good to help people that you want to still have around when everything will be finished, and you'll be able to move around Europe or the world. Yeah, so it's $10, cheap, comes in a week or something. It helps them out. It's a fun thing to have in your house. Then, let me go back to my game. Patrick is asking you that the old SSB is worth its weight in gold. It's saying, yeah.
It definitely is. Yes, it's to be honest, it's my second box. my old SS army is built on the base of the first one I bought, which was the first Flames of War kit I ever bought, to be honest.
Hmm.
I'm just too lazy to strip down the old models and paint them again. And to be honest, it's kind of fun to have the first army you ever made as they are. You can see the progress of painting and so on. So I mean, I'm deep enough in the pit, so why not just buy a new box?
Exactly. So, guys, let me go back to what I did this weekend, and that is my game with Dan. It was pretty interesting. He got me.
Yeah, just for clarification for everybody watching us, Tio is the only one who had time to have a game during the week. So, well, I mean, miniature games. There might be a Japanese-themed historical video game for a unmentioned console that has taken up some time.
Exactly.
But yeah, it's amazing, guys.
Exactly.
And actually, thank you to one of our watchers who convinced me to get it.
Is it Patrick
So,
or Soren?
no, neither one. It's Pago
Ah,
from
nice.
the Austrian team.
Nice, 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 nice. Good. You should make a review, I think, once.
No, I don't do reviews on video games. I can do a review on a model at some point, but not video games. Nope.
Yeah, you can have that. So, let me just start up with how my list looked like. Um, Basically, let's get the list and see how it goes. I'm waiting for your comments, guys. So my carriers list has some Daimlers, some Universal carriers with Piat, and upgraded them with the 50 cal. What happened? I also got a 3-inch mortar and in the core because it really helps a lot with everything. And it is the list is like this. I mean. What happened was I had like 3 Churchills, and then I had the Sherman 76s, and I decided that I need more for to be able to attack and dislodge infantry. So I went with the Sherman or with the Churchill formation. I scrapped the 76 Shermans and made a pretty solid Churchill formation. What I think I will take more will be like Stuarts. This will be a better upgrade. But then I have a lot of Reiki already, so I don't need them that much just to be there for a platoon in the formation. Then, of course, the M10s and the Avars, which complete and support my list. This list I had high hopes for it. We just met and said, okay, I'm bringing a Churchill list, and he said, okay, I'm willing to try a Sherman list. And what happened was that he had like a regular Sherman. I think he took the Canadian Relentless, the 3+ remount for
Yep.
them. And then he had some Achilles, and he had some Avars also, and some Stewards supporting the formation, not supporting but integrating the formation. So basically, I was having my hopes high. We were playing Dust Up. It's a scenario that neither of us enjoys. So basically, what happened was that it was a game of chess when we deployed, because I will show you the picture right now of how the table looked. So basically, our objectives were: I was defending on this side, he was defending this corner, I was defending this corner. He had his objective right here. My objective was in the middle of everything. Reserves come from the right side of your defensive position. My my general idea was to get some units on this hill, but as you know, dust up, it's a thing that starts with the dice off, with the roll off, and then the winner gets to be the attacker. So I was not that convinced that I should have all my tanks up the hill to shoot down at his Achilles, which he did a nice job infiltrating. Right here, I infiltrated my Achilles on this other hill right here. He took advantage of this house and tree line to get his Shermans in cover and be able to pound my Churchills. What happens with this list, and this is something that I recognize is a mistake from my side, is that it's not it's not optimized for reserves. So basically, I had a lot of units in reserves. I had a platoon of Churchills, the Crusaders AA, had the Avres because he has no infantry, so the Avres were like useless during this game. And then I think I had 2 more carrier or 3 carrier patrols in reserves. That's a lot. I mean, my list was 4 Churchills on the table, the M10s, the Daimlers, and then of course the infantry and the mortars. What I managed to save the day with were the mortars. You can see here with black dices. This was a smoke screen. I laid on just to be able to not get shot by fireflies on this side and keep my Churchills into the game on the other side of the hill. Well, the game didn't went that well. Just to make the story shorter, my Achilles died from 2 of his Shermans, just like that. And then my Churchills fail 3 turns in a row to pass firepower tests to kill his Achilles, and his Achilles just remounted every turn. And of course, I was rolling 5s and 6s on my saves on my Churchills. So basically, he just had to take his turns in killing my Churchills. I had my second a full platoon of Churchills coming up onto the table, and actually had a shot at his last standing Sherman on the objective. And if I was going to kill it or bail it, the game was mine. But I failed 4 or 5 4+ hits to hit. That was pretty, let's say, unlucky. And then I just managed to kill 1 of his Shermans. He passed his last stand test, but he takes it on his turn, so basically I was not able to win it. And then his 76 Shermans came on the table. He had 76 Shermans in support for his Sherman list. And then, yeah, I had here my Daimlers contesting the objective, so he had just obliterated my Daimlers. And that was about game over for me, because I lost all my Churchills in that brave try to kill his last standing Sherman on the objective. Yeah, that's about it. If you guys have any questions...
Tough luck.
Yeah, tough luck. You can say that again. If you guys have any questions, just tell me.
I bet Søren has something in his mind.
I hope so.
I can almost hear him typing.
Hope so. Christian would have probably said something about my list, that it's too short, or I don't know. I think it's decent. What do you say, Lud? How do you like it?
I mean, it's your list doesn't have any, how would I say, terrain holders, so to speak. Well, okay, you have the M10s, if you can place them somewhere nice. But yeah, I'm just not a fan of the Reiki Squadron. It's too soft.
Yes, I agree with you. It's kind of soft and depends pretty much on on how
Yeah,
much
on the opponent.
on how much terrain you have, and then of course on your opponent and how your opponent plays the game. Basically, what happened? He just finished off
Did
my Churchills and then just shut down
Yeah,
the carriers.
yeah. Um, did uh, did your opponent have any infantry at all?
No, he had 0 infantry.
So you had your avars were completely useless.
Completely useless. But he had his Avre, and his Avre came and bombarded my infantry, and from like I was having like 4 stands under his template. After the Avre ranged in successfully, he just obliterated 3 of my bases. So basically, my infantry was
Yeah.
gone. Those Avre are
Okay.
like gold for any player. I didn't know his list, so basically this is why I took this tournament list. Let's say.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, well, it's like well, I'd say most games it's quite rare that you actually have the time to go through all the lists that you're gonna play against. Maybe I mean, yeah, the ETC maybe,
Exactly.
but most tournaments that I've gone to is, I mean, you're lucky if they publish any lists in advance. And I mean, you've decided your lists anyway already, so it's, I mean, you can't really do anything if someone comes up against you with a list. You just go like, oh well,
Yeah.
let's have fun.
Exactly.
That's
Exactly.
it.
Exactly. Well, basically, when I'm building my lists, I'm especially for the single tournaments. I'm just trying to go for all-around lists that
Yep.
will not let me down, regardless of my opponents. But what
Yep.
happened? So this game kind of, changed my perspective, and I said, okay, if I come to Switzerland, and I really hope I do. I know Patrick told me that we're not currently on the blacklist. Yeah, so I can still come to Switzerland. That's very good. I can even drive it if I take like 3 COVID tests or something like that. No problem with that. I would like to fly in, but that's very like depending on the situation and how it's going to be in 2 weeks from now. But yeah, I'll play this carrier list because I've spent time building it, and I've also spent a lot of time and money on it. So I just want to see how it will perform. But
Yeah, and I mean, you've lost one game with it.
I lost. Yeah, I lost 1 game, but
Yeah. So
yeah.
yeah, I mean, can you like place your hand on your heart and say, I know how to play this list?
No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
usually for the ETC, it's 20 plus games with the list before you just get whatever you need.
and even then you go like, most likely have no idea what to do.
you, just,
Well,
you try to
you have
avoid
an
that.
idea.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
try.
you have an idea, but well, a plan rarely survives contact with the enemy. So
Exactly. One thing that our dear fans talked about with me during this past week were taking Achilles, and maybe if I'll go for 2 Achilles instead of just 1, probably I'll have like more things to be able to hold the ground, as you say. But unfortunately, that'll be a lot of soft skins, let's say, because
yeah,
a
it's
side 2, it's very weak, and
yeah, it's a glass. I mean, it's a glass cannon,
it's a
but
it's a glass cannon, yes.
but it's it does have a formidable range and a really good gun, and you do not want to take the risk to be shot
Exactly.
if you have those guns controlling or are able to do something in an area.
Exactly.
It's a bit like you have a Ferdinand on a hill in the back. Nobody wants to drive in its arc.
Exactly. So another list that I was planning to test because I have the models for it. So basically, why not just give it a try? It's a list with veteran armor rifle platoon.
Hmm.
It looks pretty much the same with the Wrecker Squadron being the main body, but taking out the infantry, putting in another carrier patrol and another Daimler patrol, and
Yeah, well, the infantry platoon you have there is, I mean, the armored one
yes,
is good for holding ground because I mean it will take some serious time for anyone to dig you out of it.
exactly. That's my plan with it, and especially it works really nice because it depends on against who you're playing and what you're
Mm.
playing against. You could just put it in reserves, for example, together with the
Yep.
Churchills, if something bad happens, and then you just have three platoon reserves, and that's
Mm.
top because for me it took about 5 turns to get all my carriers on the table, and that was a nightmare because yeah, he just had a straight passage to my objective after he finished
Yeah.
my M10.
I don't mind Dust Up. To be honest, I like it. It's um, it's a fun mission. But I mean, then again, I know people who love free for all. I hate it. So yeah, there you go. Um. Oh, from you, Patrick. When did you lose Tio's sound? Have you been able to hear him at all? Okay, so you only hear me. Awesome. Have you been able to hear Tio at all? Okay, so you've Tio has an issue that's come up now. That's interesting. Thanks, guys. Um, let's give Tio a minute. Okay. Okay.
We should be fine right now. Hello. Yeah,
Yeah. I mean,
we're good.
you were out with no sound just for a minute, so.
So, guess
Yeah,
what?
you were out for a minute. That was it.
Yeah, that's good.
Otherwise, it's good.
That's good. That's good. That's good. Yeah. So
Cool.
basically, uh, Soren, I think they're talking about the Belgian GT that should happen in October. I don't know of any other tournaments.
Yep. Let's hope it happens because I want to go there.
Yeah, everybody does, I think, because it's a great tournament and people like will just go there and see how it goes. So, guys, what I want to do,
Yeah, it's an awesome tournament.
yeah, what I want to do now with you is build an American list. And Lud, I know you'll be pretty interested into this.
Mm.
I already tried some variants with the D-Day, with some support from. It's not the Belgian D-Day. Operation Niland 1 day tournament.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, it's the 1 day tournament coming up.
okay. I don't know about it. Where is it?
It was also in Belgium, I think. Can't remember which city it was. Maybe Hilde can help out.
T3. All right. Yeah. Good. It should be a good information he'll be providing us.
Yep. Hilde, which city? Hasselt. Okay.
Haven't heard of it.
Yeah. I think it's just a one-day tournament.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not really worth. To be honest, as much as I love traveling and playing in tournaments, flying over to Belgium for a
One day
one-day
tournament.
tournament is if I'd live like close by in France,
Germany,
Germany,
West
the
Germany.
Netherlands,
Yeah.
Luxembourg, something that would be like max half day's drive, sure. But to get flights from Helsinki to Brussels, yeah, you pretty much got the idea. But hey, wish you guys all the luck
Is Hilde,
with the tournament.
you're the one organizing it, or is somebody else? You guys
I
from the
know some of
Belgian
the
team.
guys were talking about it, about a similar tournament at last year's Belgian GT.
All right. Yeah, it should be on T3. Yeah. It's Robbie. All right. Perfect. Yeah, it's good, interesting thing. I will just probably keep myself for the Belgian GT, although make it a 2-day tournament, and probably, who knows, something will happen if we are allowed to travel. So this is a first condition, let's say. So I told you that I really liked how the Shermans behaved and how they did. So I'm trying out a build for a Sherman list. Just bear with me, guys, and I'm waiting for your suggestions on how should I improve it. I will just go for veterans because you need veterans. I will go for squads
Oh
of
yeah, don't the so-called ordinary Shermans.
yeah,
That's just
they're painful.
shoving your sheep for slaughter or something like that.
Exactly.
Not worth it.
I will just go for squads of 3. Maybe some of you guys will be like, no, don't do that. But I just want to keep my points, and I will take just the 75 millimeter formation with me because I don't want people shooting my 76s out of the formation. So I will just take the 76s outside as support,
Okay.
and then
Do you take the 105s?
no, I don't take the 105s because I would like to take the priests for
Okay.
like better point value. Then of course some Brekkie, and then always take my anti-aircraft. I will not leave it anywhere. And we're 12 points short right now with like we've put enough in it. We could probably go for the artillery, the M12s, just to have some fun with it. So basically this will be a good list. What do you guys say? It has 3 templates. It has Brekkie. It has 1175 Shermans. It has 476 Shermans. It has some anti-aircraft, and then yeah, the M12 Spriss and mortars. I reckon you guys. I really like the Sherman in version 4. I don't know why. I don't know what makes it such a good tank, but from all the games I played in version 4 late war, I really like how the Sherman behaves and how it's running around the battlefield and dislodging things. Because I think in version 3 the biggest enemy for the Sherman were the cannons, like the Pak 40s or the 6-pounders or 57 millimeters, because yeah, you couldn't take your Sherman out to a gunfight against a Pak 40 because you were getting like smashed. But now, when you have such good artillery impact, your opponents tend to not take that many cannons, or at least not as many as they used to. So basically, I think your Shermans will survive much longer. Also, they will have stabilizers. Also, being veterans, they will have a 3+ blitz. So basically, you can skip those stabilizers and take it out. Yeah, I will definitely choose attacker with this formation, and I think I have a pretty good chance of winning. And if you guys, I will try to test this list and see how it goes. Maybe against a British list. I don't know if Dan will want to play again this weekend. I hope so. If I still have time, or if we find time to play. But I really think the Shermans are quite strong. I've played them myself, the British Shermans, and I'm telling you that they give me a feeling of power. So I was able to use them and attack with them, and be consistent in like killing 88 nests, and killing other tanks, and being able to maneuver a lot, compared to like Churchill's, which is pretty like steady, go up front and see how everything goes. Yeah, you can blame things on the dice, but I think this Sherman list, or the Sherman in general in version 4, it's much more forgiving, and it gives you this chance to be able to play your game as you like. So, what do you say, Lud? Did you play any
I,
lists similar to this one?
well, the Belgian GT, I had a pretty similar list. Although I had the 105s and the 76s in my platoon,
Yes.
and Stewarts, and I had Greyhounds and infantry. And hold on, what else did I have in support? I can't, to be honest, I can't remember now. But it was a fun list. I really liked the mobility as well. It's the veteran Shermans, they get the special rule Yankee Ingenuity, so all tactics are a 3+. So okay, it tempts you to do those risky blitzes that sometimes you fail, but yeah, I mean it's fun when you can zoom around with your Shermans. Oh, okay, yes, they are vulnerable to fire, but if you have luck with the table and you can really use cover, it's quite an amazing thing.
Exactly. Soren, yeah, this is another issue I want to address with you guys, and try to see if my point is wise or not. I just failed to find any use for infantry with the Avre or the crocodiles in the west, and everybody like running them on the battlefield.
But could you use them as bait?
The infantry,
Mm.
they're not bait, they're dead. Like when the
Use
average
them as dead bait.
dead bait.
Yeah, but the Avra needs to come to them.
Exactly, but
The Avra won't kill them from afar.
it takes such a great ton of effort to be able to protect your infantry, and usually when I play my Avre, I always have my Achilles behind, hunting down any other tanks or anti-tank assets that would probably prevent my Avres from getting to the infantry or to the guns.
Mm. I would maybe try to
Yeah, sorry,
combine
insane.
the 17-pounder M10s and the infantry. Basically, if you could have the M10s to support the infantry as soon as you've got those pesky Avrates coming towards the infantry.
Yeah,
Same with the crocodiles, because they still need to come close.
exactly.
And
Crocodiles.
if you doesn't matter if you have like your M10s hidden or not. Nobody wants to drive in the control zone of an M10.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. That's true. Um, it's either me not knowing to play my M10s, or my opponents usually have better strategy with their M10s, because I tend to play my M10s quite aggressively, and I lose them very, very fast.
Yeah, I might try a more passive role with them next time. Just sit back and enjoy the fact that they rule the area in front of them.
Yeah, probably this is how I should place them. To place them in an area of control, or to be able to
Yeah,
control the battlefield from a standing point in such way that I don't need to move them around that much.
yeah,
And
and
also,
even better if you can get them in a place where I mean you let's say in an area where your opponent can only, let's say, shoot from one direction,
exactly.
so that you can really limit. Okay, it will limit the area that your Achilles control, but sometimes you can place your stuff in a sneaky way so that your stuff is actually in cover, but you end up controlling 50% of the table with just two guns.
Yep, 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 exactly. Soren is saying that we should get an infantry platoon in my list, and I totally agree with him. An infantry platoon will be quite welcomed, but I really like the M12s, and those are like the only asset I could keep away. Well,
How about the priests?
lose the priests.
Do you really need them?
Yeah, because they're consistent bombardment. Because the M12s, you'll be tempted to use as anti-tank assets also, and the priests, you'll just keep them for your bombardment. And when you're attacking, you'll probably just need that bombardment. For example, I would gladly take those Achilles under my template and try my luck with them. Yeah, well, we're having Mr. Kepler here in the chat saying also supporting another Soren, supporting the other Soren for whatever the cause of the infantry in the formation is. You're saying that I should bait those crocodiles to my 88. When I'm playing my crocodiles, I'm just taking them to the 88. I'm not taking them to the infantry, supporting the on the field deployed. I'm just taking them to the 88. I just get around that infantry. Of course, you can make a line of infantry protecting your objective and your 88, but then your 88 will be quite limited to a certain field of view. Yeah, you outnumbered them, exactly. Tizzle is saying that I should lose the 88 and downgrade the M4 to Stuarts. No, I could probably take. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. You might be right, Tizzle.
Tease. Getting Tio to get rid of the AA is pretty much impossible.
It's impossible right now. Yeah.
It's his new favorite toy.
Exactly. It's my new thing. So basically no. But what I could do is take 5 Stuarts. Well, that's a lot of points to invest. Just let me see. Take this 3 platoon of Stuarts, lose the M4 here. Right, so now we're having a scout.
Tease,
No,
every
it's not
American
scout.
tank has AA, but check out the rate of fire for the AA platoon.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
is insane.
It's yeah, it's impossible. It's like it's my new favorite thing, and it's probably the only thing that keeps me wanting to play the Americans. I wanted to put the Stewarts in instead of the Shermans, but then they're not scout, and I was thinking about removing the Greyhound.
Oh yeah, no. You want to keep your recce in.
Exactly, because then I would have
The
had about 9 points to
yeah,
spend on infantry.
yeah, yeah. And when you can combine recce and Shermans, you can do some amazing stuff.
Yeah,
Especially if the deployment allows you to concentrate all your tanks in one point and just rush. Yeah, it's a definite combination, Shermans and recce. Okay, it's a bit. You can a good combination is Churchills and recce as well. That +2 cross is something.
So motor platoon. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, this is it. So I got you guys the infantry. I lost two M12s, and I got you guys an infantry platoon in this list.
Mr. Kepler is saying that how about trying to have four Shermans per platoon, so lose a 3 platoon and upgrade 2 to 4 platoons. I see the math. I understand it, but to be honest, 3 like more platoons gives you more mobility on the table. You're not
Exactly. You can
restricted by the command range.
You can cover more.
But yeah, it's I mean it's a bit of a matter of taste how you like to play. If you like moving around fast, you might want to go with 3. And if you're gonna stand and shoot a lot, which is maybe not the best strategy for an M4 list anyway, but yes, I do realize that you lose one, and if you lose 2, you're going home. The trick is to make it as hard as possible for your opponent to hit you.
Exactly. For example, if your opponent has an ambush of 4 Pak 40s, and he will say, or 4 Achilles, yeah, and you have 3 platoons of M4s, basically he will have to take 1 or so 2 to shoot at 1 platoon, 1 to shoot at 1, and 1 to shoot at 1, and then your chances of having like one tank killed in this platoon, 1 tank killed in this platoon, and 1 tank killed in this platoon, it's pretty high. Otherwise, he will just kill 1 platoon if he shoots everybody at it. Yeah, never tried it with trained. We talked about it. It's suicidal, and yeah, don't do that. Trained Shermans don't go to war. Trained Shermans go to die.
Training camps.
Yeah.
No, they stay at home, and when they grow big, they become veteran Shermans.
Exactly.
The dream of every Sherman tank is one day to become a big veteran Sherman tank.
And probably armed the 76 millimeter, or
yeah,
or later one a jumbo.
Jumbos and so on. Oh, I can't wait. It's going to be interesting to see the armor rating for the jumbo, because it was designed to be able to stop
Tiger tanks.
Most of the German like guns. So it's going to be and okay, yeah, the gun is still the same, relatively bad 75, but okay, it was in real life it was a really good gun, but in this game the 75 is not that great, to be honest.
Exactly. Hill is saying that he always plays his platoons with 4 Shermans. Yeah, that's something that I used to do also. But after playing British Shermans, you just realize that maybe you don't need that. And as Lud said, maybe you just need more to be able to be more over the battlefield. Like you can go to places and get some maneuvers done to outflank some other Panthers or to outflank some other tanks. That would be much more useful than just to have your bulk of tanks running forward towards your enemy. Yeah, this is something that I was thinking. The M12s, two M12s, it's a waste. Probably what I will do is take the M10s instead of these guys, because now basically you just cannot use them because they will just die from any 50 cal. And then just take this. This will be really nice to have. Oh no, there are 8 points. What the fuck? What happened to my math? I lost my math. In this case, I'm just going to scrap these boys because now I have 12 points, and 12 points bring on the table something nice to play with. Parachute platoon. Yeah.
American or British?
British, of course. You cannot have American infantry on the table. And maybe take a lucky card, just because you can. I don't know of any other useful American card, and probably because I've been tailoring all those lists for the British. Firefly, Firebox. Exactly. So now we're having the same core. We just put in the parachute platoon, which is
Hey, Tisa's idea, Ivory X for the points.
Oh yeah, good one. Thank you. See, this is why I like building lists with you guys. Exactly. If I have them on the table, why not use the artillery? It's a 48-inch artillery. It's bigger than most mortars. Don't know. Trained 76s might work.
I trained 76s as an I'd have them in the same role as I'd have M10s.
The trained
I wouldn't.
76s.
Yeah. I wouldn't, because they're a 3+ to hit.
Yes.
So as soon as you bring them out somewhere,
They die.
they will die.
Exactly. The thing with them is basically, if you are an American player and you're building a list as an anti-tank list, definitely go for the M10 lists supported with 76s. It's a crazy list. So yeah, we'll just put a name on this one, just to have it and try it out. So CWF Sherman tryout for this list. So Kepler, you like it? Okay, yeah. I'm just happy if you guys are happy. No, British. You see, well, you see what the British D-Day book done to me. It just instantly, when you want to build a new list, you just go to the British. So American anti-tank will be something like this. Scout, horrible thing. Yeah, it's funny, but it's not, Soren, unfortunately. So this and this, and then some scout things. 3 points. I don't know if why not they don't let you put the M20 scout car instead of the Greyhound thing. I don't understand it. Don't know why. Don't ask so many questions. So trained Shermans for everybody, 76s. Veteran Shermans, 76s. And is still some room for. No, I'll just leave it aside and go for. So I have 5. That's 10. No, that's 5. So now let's see the veteran card, desert veteran. We're having fun. 5. Yeah, 5. But better lose this one and then go for this one, and then 2 points. What to do with 2 points? What can you do with 2 points for the Americans?
You've got some pretty cool cards.
No,
Check them out.
no, you just take the anti-aircraft.
Okay.
So yeah, this will be my American anti-tank list. Just pray you're not going to meet any cannon lists, because everything is now HE, so that's double time harder to hit any cannons. But against Churchill lists, or against Sherman list, or against any other tank lists, I think this list will be top notch. Basically, you have a lot of 80-12. How do you guys like it?
I could try it. It could be fun. Although we come back to the thing that you don't have any infantry in it.
Yeah. This is to the extreme, let's say. Of course, you can lose.
Yeah.
You can lose 8 points in this platoon, for example, of M10s. You just go here and you say thank you very much, but I will just take 2 M10s. This will also help a lot with the reserves if something bad happens. And then you go and do your stuff with a veteran rifle. I don't know how. I think they were 8 points. Yeah, veteran rifle. But they're so sucky.
Yeah, but their role isn't really to fight.
Yeah.
They're just to hold ground for you.
There you go. So now you have infantry. You have M10s and security and scout and quads and yeah. Would you?
Could work.
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, if you meet the Churchill list, it will be very, very hard to get any kind of results, and in the end, probably.
Yeah, but Churchill list is hard for anyone right now. So
Depends of having at least one late war 75mm Churchill, so with the front
okay.
11, and then yeah, everything it's much harder for everybody because yeah. Guys, we're running on 1 hour stream right now.
Let's go for another 15 minutes or so.
Exactly. What other lists would you like to see built?
Now is your chance, guys. Tell us what you want to see.
Exactly.
And by the way, if you guys want opinions on lists, please submit us the lists. Send them to Tio,
Exactly.
and we could actually like try to do it a weekly thing that we review one viewer list. Do a Desert Cromwell.
Fuck.
Ouch. Desert rats. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, we'll
We asked
do
for it,
but
you know. We asked for it.
yep. I don't think you'll see the desert rats in any tournaments.
Still.
Well, I mean, unless somebody finds a magical way to use them, but
Let me just check first what cards I have for this red Desert Rats Bastard. I don't think I have any cards actually. So do I have any? Are these also for? So Cromwell, Sherman, Motor. No. Dedicated A. Can I put this on them? No, because they're not.
why would you put that?
It's 50 cals, man. It's good. 50 cals are very good.
Yeah.
50 cals are.
I'd put them if I can't come up with something else.
Yeah, this is. I'm just trying to see.
Full HQ and 3 full combat platoons. Let's start with that.
No.
It's viewer wishes.
No. That's a complete headache. But we'll try. Yeah, so now, first thing that comes to my mind is I don't have any cards for them. So, Mr. Kepler, are there any cards for them? Or they just thought nobody will use Desert Rats Cromwells?
No, I think you can count it as a Cromwell formation.
Not that I would like. All right. All right, let's see how it goes. Desert Rats. Desert Rats Cromwells. Desert Rats HQ. So you saying full HQ?
So full HQ and 3 full combat platoons. That's our Mr. Kepler's.
Right. So what does this Cromwell CS do? It does 3/3 plus.
It's an indirect Cromwell.
All right. So 3/3 plus.
It's actually a pretty cool model.
Bombardment. Yes. It has smoke bombardment, which is quite good. It has an 8/2 plus brutal slow firing smoke, and it's 1. So right. They remount on a 3 plus. That's good. Still, I will use just the normal 75 Cromwells because for the same point, I will get the Havre. Just like that, because yeah, you need some Havres or you don't.
Always bring Havres
Yeah.
to an infantry fight.
Let's see how it goes.
And when you think about all the pack fronts you encountered these days, I would definitely go with Havres.
I will still go with a 13 points platoon. So 3 Stewards. Do I need stewards? Yes, I need stewards because I need them to be able to spearhead. All right. Then 2 more of these bad boys with fireflies.
But to be honest, the list can be quite fun to play, especially if you can get your Cromwells and Reki to combine their force, because it's not only one or two games where I've seen Cromwells do do the so-called cruiser tank trick, that from you suddenly do a magical dash and you're on the objective and game over.
Say bye-bye, daffodils. All right, so how do you like it, Kepler? Cromwell's Firefly, Stewart, Cromwell Firefly, Crusader, Arvre, M10s, Churchills. Yeah, I don't know. Could work.
This should be tried. I still don't like their
5+.
5+ morale.
Yes, they're 3+ to remount. So basically, if you keep your
yeah, but
if you keep your HQ together with them, probably they will stay alive long enough. You need infantry. Yeah, Soren saying you need infantry. All right.
Yep.
All right. We need infantry. All right. Say goodbye to Churchills then. And hello, parachutes. Patrick, is it? Yeah, so about Etienne and sending the list, is it a deadline?
Hold on.
Are they? This is this. Yeah. Thank you, Patrick. Thank you very much, because this is something I wanted to ask you guys. Do we know anything about deadlines for the Swiss GT, or any rules?
Hold on. I'm not sure if Etienne had the time to do it.
So 1st of August. Thank you.
Okay, you have time. It's for the list. It's the deadline is the 2nd of August.
All right.
So you are in no hurry.
All right.
And he will be. I talked with him earlier. And he will be doing a rules pack for it also as soon as he's got time. As far as I understand, he's already done some work on it, but I'm not sure if it's complete.
Or you can always have this. Where are they? Those pesky motherfuckers. Glider. Churchill. Do you see any Churchills here? No, it's here. They're here. Oh. It's just a formation. No, I don't want a formation. I just want one platoon of old school. Yeah, this is it. Yeah, Churchills. Tube Churchills. Lose the Paras. Sorry, Paras. Get in the desert. Should we use the Desert Rats rifle platoon just to keep them in the same scheme?
Why not?
Desert Rats motor. It's for 5 points, so you get 1 point. What can you do with 1 point? Basically nothing. So we will get the motor ones, which is 6 points. I really like the motor platoon because they have this Bren gun teams that are basically MG German teams, and they can support themselves assaulting some infantry or some cannons. They can pin them down, I mean. And now I have Churchills also in this list. Soren is saying a full formation of British Paras HQ short platoon. Oh, yeah, exactly. It's 18 points, but I think this list will be an attacking list. So basically, putting 18 points into your infantry, it's quite high. And what I will do is take this mortar platoon, put it on one of these chromal tanks platoons, and dash them forward. Yeah, Kepler, Mr. Kepler, I think. Yeah, good point, good point. You don't need the 17 pounders because you have the Deserets. Exactly. Right. Right. Can you do something else? Yes, you can. You can actually do this. And this could work actually better. This could work actually better. You still get 5 points. And 5 points, it's 17. It's a bit short. Scrap this sentence. Definitely. Now I have 5 points extra. Can I get that? Yeah, there you go. You have the CS also. Yeah, I agree, Soren is deadly. But this list, actually, I reckon, Mr. Kepler, it's a list people should fear.
Are we hearing prizes for a Desert Rats list from you?
So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 platoons. I still have my Churchills. I still have my Avres. I don't have my Achilles, but fair enough. I have 4 Fireflies that are definitely much better than 4 Achilles in one platoon. Yeah, but I really like the Churchills, even though they are 6 pounders. They are very, very sturdy, and I can put them face to face with Shermans or Panzers, and I don't mind them having a stance with them and shooting each other. Yeah, they're not that good.
And the Churchills have this magnificent way of attracting all the enemy fire just because people have been hyping up the Churchills.
Exactly like what it happens with the Tiger Magnet. So everybody wants to shoot the Tigers. So it will be a good bait. Kepler, if you play this list, tell us what list did you defeat? What list did you squish with it? And what was your strategy? Full platoons. All right. Then you were lacking something. I think you didn't put in the infantry probably, and it's 20 points. Yeah, it's 20 points. It's Churchills are the crocodiles, but I really like Churchills and Avres better than 3 crocodiles that cannot hold an objective.
Oh yeah.
Because then they kill your Chromals and your Firefly, and even if you're standing on his head on the objective, your crocodiles don't count. And that's pretty messy. But having 1, 2, 3, 4, so that's 8, 9 Chromals, 4 Fireflies, at 5+ going away. If you don't win by turn 4 or 5, I think you're gone with this list.
What do you do in games where the objective activates at turn 6?
I think you lose. What do you say? What do you guys say? I mean, okay, Kepler showed us a really nice list. It's a good
It's
chance, but I think by turn 6, as Lud said, probably you'll be rolling at least 2 or 3 of your platoons already. And a 5+ roll, that's really taking your chances, I think. Waiting for your opinions. Let me just save it and give it a run.
Let's see what the guys will be writing up.
Yeah. So
I just got a hello from my best friend who came from her night's walk.
hey, your dog is in.
Yeah. Oh, it's the same thing every time. First thing when they come back in, it's
she comes greet
she
you.
comes and finds me, and then it's scratching time.
Show us your dog.
Nah, I will not be teaching her the habits of jumping up to the table. Definitely no.
So this check card that I showed you guys.
Ooh, yeah, but then it's.
I don't think it's
just
for the
I'll
record.
show you pictures of the dog at the next tournament we meet. But if you take the check tanks, then it's not a desert rats thing anymore.
So
understand me?
Yeah. So what?
Take the checks, and it's not the same anymore. It's a different fluff.
They're fine. So Kepler is saying that he has only 2 full platoons, but I think having 3 tanks platoons is better than having 2 4-tank platoons, isn't it?
I'm a little light in hard, but I feel I need the full platoons due to reluctance.
No, you need many platoons. You don't need full platoons because once they start hitting your Chromos and Fireflies, they will just burn down. I mean, okay, 4 tanks are better than 3, that's for sure, because he needs to take out of the action 3, not 2. But I think having 2 extra platoons of Chromos, it's better. First of all, you have 4 Fireflies, and that helps you a lot on the battlefield. Yeah, the only unit I didn't try, and I will try for sure, are the crocodiles. I haven't tried the crocodiles yet, and I don't know how they perform on the battlefield and how well they do against other tanks. First of all, because I think that's their number 1 enemy. Like, okay, cannons and infantry and everything else is excluded. And also, if 21 points that don't hold an objective are worth bringing to the battlefield. That's the question I'm asking you guys, that if you played and if you have any results, tell us about. Otherwise, Kepler, depends. Okay, everything forces your opponent to react when you're moving towards him. But I think, for example, if you pop your ambush or your Achilles ambush or your Tiger ambush or your M12 ambush to those crocs, they will not be that happy, I think. I mean, at least 2 of them or 1 of them will die, and then They will shoot back. Okay, they're very hard to kill, but other than that, they don't hold the objective. You know, your opponent can just forgive about them. Like you commit them to one objective, and then he puts a tiger there. What do you do? Or a Churchill. What do you do? So, or an Havre, or an Havre, for example.
Why would he react to them unless they are actually a threat to his units?
Exactly. For example, if you take your Crocs for Tigers, yeah, I get what you're saying, but it's like this, and you're going towards an objective. Let's put it like this: you're going towards an objective, and your opponent is playing either German, British, or Americans. You don't play Americans. We already talked about that. At least not defensively. So basically, you will not meet them in defense. But you play against a British list that for sure will have in defensive will have Churchills and probably other Crocs. Why not? Because they're good in defense, but not for holding objectives. So no Crocs. So Churchills and Tigers. What do you do against them with those crocodiles? You commit them to one objective, and okay, you could say that I will go for the both objectives. You'll commit the crocodiles to one objective. In that case, he will have to commit his Tigers or his Churchills to that objective, just to be sure that nothing bad happens. And then you commit all the entire list to the other objective and try to take it. But hey, your crocodiles don't take the objective, so you get what I'm saying. I think your crocodiles would be kind of not helping you taking decisions.
I mean, crocodiles are good if you can come up with a way to combine them with something else.
Yeah.
So that they advance together.
Probably.
Then yes.
The only good crocodiles, in my opinion, are the American crocodiles. They are the only good thing that, for example, let me see one of the lists. So 76s and crocodiles. Let's see this one. So yeah, this is like Churchills, crocodiles, M10s, 76 Shermans, defensive. Yeah, I mean, I would definitely hold the objective with these guys.
Yeah, Søren, the Crocs have a main gun, yes, but you can get the same Churchills with the guns, or even a 50-50 better gun, and they can take objectives. That's the
this list, for example.
Show us.
So rifles, yeah, forget about them. Then you have Priests, M12s, M10s, Churchills, upgraded Churchills, and then crocodiles. And Desert Veterans for M10s.
By the way, do the so-called American Crocs count as a allied unit?
No, they're American Crocs. They're 29th Infantry Division Crocodile Support. That's a American card. So basically, they don't.
Yeah, but I mean, I understand that the Crocs can clear out an objective in no time, but then you still need something to babysit them, so that you can actually take the objective once you've cleared
you need something in support for that. For example, if you, as Sorin is saying, you bring together with your Crocs, you bring in some infantry. I will not shoot my tanks at the crocodiles. I will shoot them at the infantry.
How about combining Crocs and a British recce platoon, or Cromwells? Yeah, they're soft, but if you can get them to swoop in. just after the crocodiles, it could work. But then again, to combine it with the list,
So
then
Kepler,
again,
tell us what list were you able to squash with your crocodiles?
according to Søren, the crocs are allied.
No, they're not.
Are they run by Americans?
They are Americans. It's an American card.
Oh, hey, Ruben.
Look, Soren. They're totally American card. You cannot take them as British player. So
Yeah, but does it count as an allied platoon?
no, of course not. You see, it's D-Day. Hey, Ruben. 29th Infantry Division Crocodile, yeah? It's US formation rifle, everything. It's title actually. It gives you the title of the formation. So basically,
Okay, yeah, and it doesn't say that it would be an allied unit.
yeah.
So yeah, then it's not. Oh yeah, historical lists. Kepler, I know how you feel. I actually usually try to do a historically accurate
Thank you,
list.
Hilde. Thank you.
So I'm a bit like you, but since I also play in tournaments, the thing is to find a nice thematic historical list which works in competitive as well. But yeah, for like
Where does it say allied
narrative
support?
games, you can do some pretty awesome things.
It says crocodile support. It's a support unit. It doesn't say it allied support.
Yeah, I mean then it isn't. I'm sure that like for real they were.
I mean forces.
Just Brits. Yeah, but it doesn't say it's allied, so it's not.
And if you so
Oh, it says in forces.
no, it doesn't.
Hold on.
It doesn't. It says it's a support unit. You may field the crocodile flame platoon, whatever, as a support unit.
Okay, yep. Yep.
There you go, Soren. Crocodiles and Churchills for Americans. GG. That's a really good start for a defensive list. Should we try to see if we get our crocodiles? Let's. This is an idea I have right now.
Okay.
Crazy idea. I will get back to you, Kepler, in a second, because I see you're pointing out some interesting things with my friend Lud here. Where is it? Where is that Sherman list we built? Sherman. Sherman. All right. So this is this. Do I need priests? So Kepler is doing an. You play narrative games with his 100% historical success with Chrome Desert Reds. Depends on the terrain. Exactly. Experience with member is versus the British front around Cayenne. 12 SS and Panzer is an environment listen. My list is undefeated. Alright. It's Panzers, right?
Yeah, Panzer is a Panzer division.
Right.
Let's say Panzer Grenadier division, but they had Panzer IVs and All kinds of good stuff.
Yeah, we already said that probably to be able to play that list, you need to be like a really skillful. I mean, to be able to play German tanks, you need to have skillful opponents, or you need to be skillful, because otherwise that could be pretty harsh for everybody. So, wow, I need to use 14 points to get my crocodiles. Don't think they deserve that many points. These little bastards. 22 points. Oh my god. Together with an allied crocodile Churchill combo. And then I will use my... Where are my stewards? Veteran stewards. No, not veteran. Why am I taking veteran? I don't need veteran stewards. I need crazy motherfuckers. I need these guys. These guys. These guys. These guys. These guys. And then I have 10 points. What can you do with 10 points?
You can do a lot of stuff with 10 points.
In the American list?
Especially with... Well, for example, there you have 3 mortars for 2 points. Hey, how about the M8s? Check out the M8s. How much are they?
3 points.
You're 1 over then.
They are 3 points.
Yeah.
Exactly. But you were able to defeat tigers. So, yeah, crocodiles might work. This is a crazy list idea that I'm having right now, with crocodiles, Churchills, priests, mortars, stewards, Shermans, and rifle platoons. All to say, go to attack. I just need 2 more points. Yeah. They're good. They're good. I think, just for the sake of it, just put 2 more points in mortars and get a smoke bombardment, just for the fun. How do you like this list, guys?
Fireflies eat tigers for breakfast. Yes, they do.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And Panzer Force.
Now that could be interesting.
Panzer Force it.
Anybody eats Panzer Force for breakfast in late war.
No. I was saying that they eat fireflies for breakfast. The Panzer Force. Yeah. What do you guys say about this list? How do you like it? I know somebody will say there's no infantry. And they're probably right. And getting an infantry will probably be very hard, because no, I still have 2 more points. No, I have infantry. What the fuck am I talking about?
Yeah, I was just about to say you have a formation.
I have an entire formation of infantry. Yeah. This list doesn't have fireflies, so definitely British win again. But yeah, it's a good. I think it could work. Yeah, I have a lot of trained units, but this 12 stewards combo, I'm telling you, it's good, and people generally don't shoot at them, so they stay alive quite a lot. What's your plan? The same of what you're doing with your cromwells. Basically, running around the
Just
map.
with a ton more of machine guns.
Yeah, running around the map. The only problem is I don't have a Firefly. Yeah, it's a fun list to play. It's a list that probably will make most of infantry players like looking at it and having a headache, saying, "What am I going to do against them?" What I usually do is do a screen of smoke, get the crocodiles and Churchills as close as possible, and then knock yourself out. You know, with everything. I still don't like the fact that Battlefront did not release their. They said that they're going to have lessons from the front concerning the fact that you cannot use the Havre. So let's say here Crocs for fun. You cannot have the Havre as a support unit for your Americans, even though they are a core unit for the Recce thing. No, the breaching group.
Breaching group, yeah.
Yes and no. Planning to kill lots of carriers or planning to kill lots of Stummels or other low armored things. And also to assault because they're 5, and when they're 5, they're quite good, you know. And they used to be really good playing against Churchills with firepower 4+, because they were attracting a lot of magnets, a lot of shots. They were a magnet for those Churchill shots, and then my 76 were able to get to work on the Churchills. So basically, yeah, that was about it. So guys, we're running quite late into the evening.
Yep.
We're
half an hour became 45 minutes, so.
Exactly. So.
But it was fun having you guys. It was nice seeing like new people, Mr. Kepler.
Yeah.
And who else? Hilde.
Hilde also.
And
yes.
then our good friends Søren, Patrick, Ruben, Thies. It's always good to see you guys come back.
Yeah.
Ruben maybe have a game later next week.
Yeah.
My summer vacation starts in 2 days. So 2 days, guys.
2 days for
3
fun.
weeks off.
Right. So you'll have plenty of games to tell us about.
Let's see. I have this small army to fix for the Swiss GT.
All right.
22 tanks to prime, paint, weather.
Did you do any tryout games? Did you try your list?
I've had test games.
Yeah, good. And successful.
Yeah, maybe I'll publish my list on the 2nd when the deadline for the Swiss GT is. And yeah, Patrick, 22 tanks, or let's say 22 vehicles.
Yeah, he's going crazy over them. His list is quite good. Yeah, I don't know it, but it's good.
Just to make it clear, some of the guys have seen my list, and it is fun to play. I've tested it with the borrowed models, and I hope the army is going to look good as well. And Patrick, don't say that. I might just try to bribe Etienne to make you play against me.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Just for fun.
That'll be fun, exactly. All right, guys, thank you very much. See you guys next week, and take care, stay healthy, and don't forget to comment, subscribe, like, and everything else. And yeah, stay safe and enjoy the game.